Chapter 7. Election Process. Introduction. Democracy is a form of government which allows people to participate in the working of the government by means of election. Election is the process of choosing a person for public office through voting. Thus, elections form the core of the democratic process. In this chapter, we will understand the election process and the different terms associated with the election process. An election is a mechanism through which people can indirectly participate in the working of a government and thus feel a sense of involvement. The principle of universal adult franchisee empowers citizens to vote. The candidate with the maximum votes is elected as a representative. In this manner, a group of elected representatives together form a government. Democracy empowers the citizens of a country by giving them the opportunity to elect their rulers. Elections are held at regular intervals, thus people have the opportunity to change the government in the next elections if it does not perform well. Thus, the government must work towards the welfare and benefit of the citizens, or else they will be replaced by another government in the next elections. Abraham Lincoln has rightly defined democracy as democracy is government of the people, for the people, and by the people. History of democracy. Democracy originated in ancient Greece. Around 2,500 years ago, the citizens of some cities in Greece directly took part in the decision-making process. In other words, the Greek citizens of these cities jointly took decisions on issues affecting them. This is known as direct democracy. The Greeks took decisions on the basis of majority. At the time, the populations were small and therefore everyone could take part in the functioning of the government. However, with the passage of time, the populations increased and today it is not possible to directly involve every citizen in the decision-making process. This has resulted in the creation of the system of representative democracy. Here, the citizens elect certain individuals as their representatives, who in turn take decisions on behalf of the people and run the government. Let us look at the various elements of the election process. A. Universal adult franchisee. Universal adult franchisee means that all adults, that is, people above 18 years of age, have the right to vote and elect their representatives. Every citizen of India can vote irrespective of his caste, class, color, religion and gender. Thus, the principle of equality is the foundation of the universal adult franchisee. Previously, the age limit for voting was 21 years of age. B. constituency. For the purpose of elections, the country is divided into particular areas on the basis of population. These areas are called constituencies. Each constituency has a fixed area. The Lok Sabha has 543 constituencies. The voters from each constituency vote and elect a candidate who is called a Member of Parliament, MP. Just like Lok Sabha constituencies, at the central level, the legislative assemblies have constituencies at the state level. A candidate elected to a legislative assembly is known as Member of Legislative Assembly, that is, MLA. Similar elections are held at the local levels for municipal corporations, Zilla Parishads, Panchayat Samitis and Gram Panchayats. C. Voters. In India, a citizen can vote after completing 18 years of age. To be recognized as a voter, it is necessary that the citizen register his name in the electoral roll. Electoral roll is the list of voters in a particular area. To register his name, the citizen must fill a form and submit it to the concerned officer. The form can be downloaded from the website of the Election Commission of India and the State Election Commissions. After registration, the citizen's name is included in the electoral roll published by the government and he receives a voter or elector photo identity card. Apart from the voter photo identity card, ration card and driving license are also accepted as identity proof of the voter. D. Candidate. A citizen of India who is a voter can become a candidate or can contest elections. A candidate contesting the elections has to fulfill certain conditions prescribed by the Constitution of India. For example, a candidate for Lok Sabha should be at least 25 years of age. There are also certain other conditions that have been laid down by the law that need to be fulfilled as well. A person who has the required qualifications can fill a nomination form and pay a deposit. He can either stand as an independent candidate, that is, without affiliation to any political party, or a political party can nominate him. E. Political parties. Political parties play an important role in a democracy. A political party is a group of people who share a similar ideology on issues affecting the public and seek to gain political power by getting their candidates elected to public office. Political parties field candidates who contest elections and if elected, the candidates run the government. The political parties release a manifesto, which is a document outlining the party's policies and programs related to various issues affecting the people. The parties promise to implement these policies if they are elected. the parties need to secure maximum votes to be elected. That is, they need to have support of majority of the voters. Therefore, the parties need to work to solve problems of the people and win their support. The voters may support a party depending on its leadership, programs, ideology, and its candidates. The party which secures the second highest number of seats can form the opposition party. In its role as opposition, the party evaluates and criticizes the policies of the government or the ruling party. Thus, the opposition party serves as a watchdog and plays an important role in a democracy. Direct election. In India, voters directly vote for and elect their representatives to the Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies. This is called direct election. Indirect election. In an indirect election, the elected members vote to elect a candidate to a public office. For example, the elected member of the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, that is, State Legislative Assembly, vote to elect the President of India. In other words, the people of India don't directly vote and elect the President. Instead, the people's representatives vote for the President on behalf of the citizens. Thus, the citizens indirectly participate in the election of the President. Election Commission of India. The Election Commission of India is a constitutional body. That is, it is established under the provisions of the Constitution of India. It has the sole responsibility to supervise, control, and direct the electoral process in India. It consists of a Chief Election Commissioner and 2 Election Commissioners. Its functions include formulating the voters' list, declaring the election schedule, and ensuring that elections are free and fair. Thus, it is responsible for the entire electoral process. Electoral process in India. Indian democracy is a representative democracy. The citizens of India elect members of the Lok Sabha. Election to the Lok Sabha are held every 5 years. Till date, there have been 16 elections to the Lok Sabha. Let us look at a few facts related to the 15 Lok Sabha election. The general elections to the 15th Lok Sabha were announced on 2nd March 2009. The election to the 14th Lok Sabha was held in May 2004. The general elections to the 15th Lok Sabha were held in 5 phases between 16th April 2009 and 13th May 2009. Out of the 543 Lok Sabha constituencies, 79 constituencies are reserved for scheduled castes and 41 constituencies for scheduled tribes. Persons from these communities can contest elections from these constituencies. 714 million people voted in the 2009 Lok Sabha elections. The results of the election were announced on 16th May 2009. Dr. Manmohan Singh was sworn in as Prime Minister on 22nd May 2009. Electronic voting machine. Previously, people in India would cast their vote through ballot paper which had the names of the candidates printed on it. However, since 2004, the use of electronic voting machines or EVMs was initiated for Lok Sabha elections. EVMs were first used in November 1998 in 16 assembly constituencies of Delhi, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh during the state legislative assembly elections. To use the EVM, the voter must press the button against the name of the candidate. The votes on all the EVMs in a constituency are counted to calculate the results. EVMs are environment friendly. Their use prevents the cutting of around 150,000 trees needed to produce thousands of tons of paper for printing ballot papers.
If you like our videos, please do share and subscribe to our channel.